ago, I was just thinking about changing my life in a way to change my career. And I suppose many of us gone through that position, but in my case, it was the age. I thought, if I'm going to change my career, what's going to happen all these years behind me, and how am I going to move into a new? So as I was thinking, going to work, coming and doing all this little research, I came across this sort of article. This old lady, age 76, she won the World Women Prize for her paintings. So I got interested. She's an old lady from very small village of north of Iran. She married when she was only 13. And so I got interested. So I started reading, and that was the story of her. She really inspired me. That she got married while she was in love with another guy. They forced her to marry this older guy. And she was with this guy for a long time. And from this marriage, they had just one son. And the son was grown up, and he went out of that village, and she was with her husband, and the only thing that could keep her busy, it was a cow. She used to take her to the outside in the mountains, and came home, and she was very happy with this cow. So the guy, their husband, died after a couple of months of being sick, and in bed, he died. So her son came, and everybody was worried about her. She said, don't worry about me, I can live by myself. So what she did, all she had in her mind, she was thinking, she didn't know how to write. She was completely illiterate. While she was trying to put herself together, the cow got sick. And then she got sick. And the situation was really devastating. So the son said, this is not life. I have to take you to Tehran to live with me. She refused. And while she was in bed and sick, the son sold the cow. And the disaster started then. So she came, she was, one day she just woke up and she was feeling good. And then she realized that the cow is sold. Why did you sell the cow? And he said, because you could never take care of the cow. You're sick yourself. So she went into her hiding and asked the son to leave her alone. And she started to paint. Out of the blue, all she had in her mind and in her heart, her love, her disappointment, her wishes, everything she could put on the picture, paint. And she had nothing no school, no academic background or nothing, and she just started painting, and she painted all over the walls. She could find any piece of paper, she painted on it. She painted the fridge, she painted the trays, she painted anything in the house. So on one trip when the son came to see her, what is happening in this house? And it was the time that painting was a real scene, especially for a woman of 70 years old. It could be because in these villages, they were thinking that if you start painting, especially portraits, you're interfering with the God's creation. So she had to hide everything, but there was nothing to hide now. So he came and he looked and he was astonished by all these paintings all over the place. And what he did, he called a couple of his friends. They came and they made movies of this. They take all of these paintings to Tehran and they made a beautiful exhibition for her. They sent her painting to Sweden, so she won the Women of the Year prize. And they had interviews with her, and she only lived 5 or 6 years later than that. And they buried her in her house, which is in a very small, tiny village, and now her house is a museum, and people go there to visit this place. And it was very inspiring for me, and I thought, if she can do that in this village without having, she could hardly even write her own name. And they thought that her paintings are equal to Chagall's painting, which they are, beautifully colored and beautifully painted, very primitive. And I thought, if she could do that, what is wrong with me? I'm half her face, okay. No, not half. Close to her face. But, so I can do it. That was made me just to go and start my work and start my new life. Thank you so much.